kind of feeling like, you know, a casual but kind of fancy date night out on the patio. Well, I think we lost some nuts down in there. Oops, rookie mistake. We need more pellets. It's juicy. We're not done yet. Don't hold your breath.
Nothing says outdoor date night quite like firing up the pit boss and trying something new on a lazy football Saturday. Tonight's menu? Spiced candy nut coated chicken with smoked sweet potatoes and a fresh arugula salad. I was excited to give this one a try, but I did make some rookie mistakes and definitely learned a few things along the way.
Okay, I'm actually excited about tonight's dinner because it is a lazy early fall Saturday. Football has just come on and it has been a good, beautiful, glorious day, especially because Ohio State Buckeyes won and beat Texas. So let's get started on making a really good dinner. We're gonna make this on the Pit Boss, of course, but I have to pre-warn you, there's a lot of ingredients going on here and there's a little bit of prep work, which is a-okay because it's a relaxing Saturday. So I would choose to make this on a day where you have some time to chill, and if cooking is your therapy, this could be a good recipe for that, we think. At least I'm going to hope so and hope that this turns out. I've never made this actual dinner before, but because I loved these spiced nuts so much, I had another dish I used to make with chicken coated in almonds and garlic, and it is so good that I thought, why not coat the chicken in these spiced nuts, put it on the Pit Boss, make it a little smoky with some barbecue sauce, and then yes, we're gonna add some veggies and a delicious salad to go with it. I think it's gonna be really good. First, I'm gonna get started chopping up this salad because I like my salad chopped. I do not like taking a big bite of lettuce that I can't even fit in my mouth. So I like for it to be chopped, and that's what we're gonna do. So while I'm doing that, let me tell you how I made these amazing spiced nuts. These are good for snacking, taking on a trip, and hopefully coating some barbecue chicken with.
Okay, to make the nuts, it's very easy. You basically need 2 cups of a mixed blend of whole almonds, walnuts, and pecans. You need 1 egg white, 1 teaspoon of cumin, a 1/2 to 3/4 teaspoon of cayenne, however spicy you're gonna like it, a pinch of salt, 3 tablespoons plus 1 tablespoon of brown sugar. You're also gonna need a baking sheet lined with parchment paper, and then it's very simple. Bake it in the oven at 300 for 20 minutes. Once you remove that from the oven, you're gonna sprinkle on the extra tablespoon of brown sugar and bake for another 3 to 5 minutes.
So this is basically a baby spring mix and arugula. I just like all kinds of different lettuce. I really love arugula, but I don't like a salad that's just arugula because it does have that like peppery bitterness to it. So we're just gonna put it in this bowl. Really, I'm just chopping enough for 2 to 3 people because any more than that is just gonna go bad in my fridge. Okay, for a quick honey lime vinaigrette, I totally asked ChatGPT and this is what it gave me. So that's what we're gonna do. I know that I want a really good olive oil, but this is the one I use, Lucchini, and I really love it. It's expensive. This stuff's like 30 bucks a bottle. Sometimes you just buy the Kroger brand, you know? But like when you're doing salad dressing, you want a good olive oil. Since I already have some in here, let's go with that. So it's really like 3 tablespoons, 2 tablespoons of lime juice, 1 tablespoon of honey. That's gonna go good with the sweet potatoes. And then 1, whoops, oh my gosh, great. Okay, thank you. 1 teaspoonish of gray poupon. That's good. Or any Dijon mustard. Ooh, salt and pepper. Now I just have kosher because when Jarrett came in here the other night and refilled my salt and pepper thing for me, he refilled it with kosher. So it's very chunky and koshery and extra salty. But that's what I got and that's what's in there. I was like, that'll work. Okay, that's all we're gonna need for 2 to 3 people. It's gonna be great. Probably won't even use all that. Let me show you how I coated this here chicken, and we're gonna throw it on the Pit Boss and get this party started. First, I took my 4 chicken breasts and I put them in between 2 pieces of plastic wrap. I tenderized them with a meat tenderizer and got them as even as I could. Then once the spiced candied nuts are cooled, you're gonna chop those up as small as you can. I probably recommend maybe even putting them in a food processor. Then you're gonna need 2 dredging dishes,
1 for your favorite barbecue sauce. We like Kinder's Hickory Brown Sugar. And 1 for the nuts. And this part's pretty self-explanatory. You're just gonna dredge it in the barbecue sauce first and then coat it in the nuts. Now, as you can see, I ran out of nuts. You probably wanna use the whole 2 cups that you made for 4 chicken breasts. So I had to chop some more nuts and put them back in the dredging dish and do a second round.
Okay, these are 4 pretty large chicken breasts. Now you saw how I tenderized them and they got larger, but hopefully they'll be the same thickness and they'll cook up evenly, because y'all know that thicker part on a Traeger or a Pit Boss just doesn't seem to cook as fast as the thinner part, and then you have overcooked piece and then an undercooked piece and it's a mess. I'm hoping that these will cook more evenly. But I said all that to say, with the spiced nut mixture, really you only need like 1 cup to coat this for 2 breasts. So if you're making 4, chop 2 cups of nuts. Does that make sense? But you still need to save some for your salad, just a little for the topping, okay? And then I think 1 sweet potato is gonna do it. Y'all digging the fall setup? It's pretty nice. Early fall, early September, football season, isn't it the best? All right, I gotta get this plugged in. So what I've done is this Pit Boss kind of stays here right now, at least it has for a while. And then I've got my cord is plugged in over there and it just kind of runs under my rug. Nobody can really see it. And then when I'm ready, I just lift it up here and we're in business. So we're gonna turn this on 350, let that get heated up while we prep some other stuff and find a good football game to watch. But actually U of L's already on and that'll do, and they're winning 48-7. So I don't know if you call that a good game or not, but I guess it is. Got me some spices for the sweet potatoes. We're gonna spice them up and give them some flavor. That Pit Boss is smelling really good about right now. The trees are blowing in the breeze. The sun is shining. It's feeling amazing. I'm actually really excited about this dinner. It's kind of feeling like, you know, a casual but kind of fancy date night out on the patio, isn't it? Okay, I've made the executive decision to use 2 sweet potatoes because I might want extra for lunch if there are extras. 1 just didn't seem like enough when we're gonna cut them pretty thick. And I think I should get them on the Pit Boss first. I have a feeling they're gonna take longer than the chicken. Let's go ahead and mix up the spices for this. We're gonna do 2 teaspoons of brown sugar. So 1/2 teaspoon of chili powder, cumin, paprika. Ooh, that smells so good already. 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. So that's easy to remember, right? 2 teaspoons brown sugar, 1/2 teaspoon of the rest. Just mix that up a little bit. This smells really good and smoky. I don't think we're gonna need pepper, but let me go get some salt. Okay, got me some kosher salt. Let's just do like a little 2 pinches, that'd be good. I forgot to bring the potato peeler. I gotta run back in the house. BRB. Well, if anything, I'm getting my steps in, but I don't like sweet potato skins. If you do, keep them on. Louisville 51-14. Not much of a game, is it? I'm just glad I'm hearing the sound of football in the background. Finally, something good is on TV. There ain't nothing good on TV. That's why y'all are watching me do this. Hopefully you find this something entertaining to watch. It's at least useful and valuable. I'd get value out of this. This looks like a recipe that we're gonna be liking several times this fall. It's just tedious little stuff. You either like doing it or you don't. A lot of people, I have a couple friends that do not like cooking because it's just too much tedious work. But there's easier recipes. There's crock pot recipes for that. And I do like some crock pot recipes, but I'm not a big pasta casserole person. I can't always eat that stuff. Like it upsets my stomach. I can eat it sometimes, but we don't eat it every night of the week. So that's definitely not what my channel is going to be about, but I do watch them from time to time. Okay, I'm going to cut off the ends. And then I want a big chunk of potato, like a 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch, like that. This sounds like it's gonna be good on the salad. Okay, that's 4 big chunks. I can get 1 more out of that. 5, that's 10 big chunks of potatoes. That should work. All right, so basically we're just gonna coat these with some olive oil and we're gonna sprinkle on our seasoning. Oh my. That smells good. Mix them up with our hands, so which means I'm gonna have to go back inside and wash them. I do not have a fancy outdoor kitchen, but I ain't complaining. I love my patio. Oh my gosh, these smell fantastic. Okay, so here's the deal. This pit boss is not very big. Therefore, I'm only gonna make enough to feed us for right now. Let's just do 2 chicken breasts and 4 sweet potatoes. Actually, we should do 5 sweet potatoes since we made 10. And then we'll just do a second batch. You know what? I thought about it and I think it's fine to do 2 batches. And here's why. I originally wanted to try it on foil because I'm thinking that maybe those spiced nuts might char faster than I want them to, or they might fall through the grates. So maybe we'll try it both ways and see how it does just on the grate. And then we'll try the other 2 on foil and see how they differ. I think that's a good plan, don't you? Because we need to know how this works out best for next time.
What game you want to turn on?
Whatever. Both our teams won today. Pick another good one.
Let's watch the end of the Alabama game.
Yeah.
There's your Buckeyes. Brutus, oh, that's Lee Curso. Oh, shit. There's going to be a bunch of people need counseling tomorrow.
Alabama's losing.
Number 8 Alabama getting beat by unranked Florida State. Wow.
Starting off the season right, aren't they?
Oh yeah, it's Jason and Jamie, probably not watching this, but they're big Alabama fans. The Abbotts.
Wow, this is the third quarter too.
Oh yeah, this is like getting to the end of the third quarter. They just sacked the quarterback.
Okay, it's been 10 minutes. I'm gonna flip these. They're still feeling pretty firm. I think we should try to turn a chicken and see how it's doing. So I don't know if I'm gonna lose the nuts, but oh my gosh, it does look really, really charred. Okay, well, I think we lost some nuts down in there. Let's go ahead and turn this one too. I don't wanna lose the nuts. See, they're falling in. Oh no, that's so sad. This one was like directly over the fire. So we're learning things. Maybe we do indirect. And then, okay, we are definitely putting the others on foil. It might turn out better. See what I mean? The one on the right's directly over that flame down there, and it lost its nuts. And then the one on the left is better, but I think we need the foil next time. Oh no! Look at all my nuts that fell off. Dang, that's a mess I gotta clean. This thicker part is only 155. I think it needs just a couple more minutes. Let me check this one. This one's also saying like 150. No. They're hard. 20 minutes was not the right time. That one's getting softer. I'm afraid these might take 40. All right, let's try again. It says 153. I don't think this thing is right. 160. We're doing that Celsius thing again. I'll be so mad. 156. I don't think that's right because this thing looks done. And then right here it says 175. See what I'm saying? Like, who can trust these things? 150? You think 150 is right? It says 150, doesn't it? I'm gonna cut the dang thing open and see for myself. Oops. Made another mistake. Rookie mistake. We need more pellets. It's not totally ruined yet, guys. Have no fear. You gotta trust. Okay, I just have to see for myself because I'm sad about the nuts falling off. So I'm just gonna go ahead and try this while everything's still on the grill. That doesn't look awful. Still looks a little juicy. That's really good. It's juicy. The fat part is, let me try the little end piece, but I only got one little nut on there. I'm so sad. Oh my gosh, you literally can taste them. We can't lose the nuts next time. We're putting it on foil because these things are seriously good. That like paprika in them? No, cayenne, the cayenne. That's really good. We're not done yet. Don't hold your breath. You mind trying this? Is it good?
Mm-hmm. It's really good.
Yeah, I think we're gonna do the foil and then it's gonna be like really, really good. Okay, some sweet potatoes are done. I'm gonna go ahead and get the salad ready. All right, let's put a little dressing on this. Here comes a sweet potato. Another charred sweet potato. Oh my gosh, this looks really good. And a third charred sweet potato. Then we're gonna take some of our spiced nuts, sprinkle them around. Just for kicks, let's just add a little bit more drizzle. Oh yeah, doesn't that look amazing? All right, let's try this instead. You think the foil will be fine? Okay, round 2. Let's try this again so we don't lose these precious spiced nuts we spent so much time making. This can cook while we eat. I'll put my potatoes on because, ooh, that's hot already. Okay, round 2. Let's try again.
I will have some salad, but I'm just going to tell you guys, for the camera purposes, if you see me not eating those nuts, is I just had a tooth pulled. And I'm just kind of shying away from nuts and sharp things at the moment, because honestly, that would hurt a lot.
Yeah, we don't need another broken tooth. Okay, let me try the salad. I've already tried the chicken. I'm totally impressed. This is amazing.
It looks really good, and it's the first day of college football. It's like a perfect day, and it's good company.
It is good company. Go Bucks.
U of L won today.
My big obnoxious Ohio State mug. You need one.
A big obnoxious Ohio State mug? Mm-hmm. No.
Oh my gosh, no, I'm not exaggerating. This is really good. No, you really have to like these flavors, like the nutty, pecan, sweet potato, barbecue. Oh my gosh. Like you would order this in a restaurant. A good restaurant.
You know, I am not a sweet potato fan.
You like them?
I like these sweet potatoes.
Do you think it's the dressing? It's a honey lime dressing.
No, man, you still,
ChatGPT helped me come up with the dressing.
this is still like you still taste the sweet potato, but it's, you can get the smoke flavor and from the grill over there, and it just really has like good all around flavoring. This is a solid $35 plate at Applebee's.
It's way better than Applebee's. This is straight from Val's backyard kitchen.
It's really good.
All right, it's been 10 minutes on round 2. Okay, the nuts are falling off, but they're still there. Oh, they're still there. We are gonna flip both of them. They're still on the tray. That's what matters. They didn't fall through the cracks. See, we're okay for a minute. Okay, round 2's been on for 24 minutes now. 12 on each side. All the nuts are crusted to the foil, at least where the fire is. So I wonder if I'm learning that I should shut off the little vent trap thing and close off the fire. But see, it looks good on top. They're still there. This piece says 174. It says it's overdone. 190. Are you kidding me? Are you sure? 185. Let's take it off. This one says 165. So either way, I think we're having difficulty keeping the nuts on. Some of them are staying on. So if anyone has a tip or a comment below on how to keep the nuts on the chicken, I am all ears, because the foil didn't help too much, but what it did prevent was obviously going down in the grates. So I think we'll spare these. I'm gonna scoop them off here and I'm gonna put them on the chicken, and it's gonna be fine. The flavor is delicious, y'all saw that, but this part is definitely a challenge. Okay, now that I've eaten, I've taken my photos, I'm going to try the second batch chicken, which had a lot more nuts on it than the first batch, wouldn't you agree? But there's a purpose. There's a rhyme and a reason and a purpose to my plan here. I need to taste it with all the spiced candied nuts. It's very, very, very nutty. It's really good. Here's the thing. I think this one's almost too nutty. Could it be? Could it be true? I even added a little drizzle of extra barbecue sauce, which I did anyway on the first round. But it's so nutty that it actually overpowers everything else, and like it's too much. I liked the first batch better. So some nuts fell off. There were some nuts on the chicken. This is really good, don't misunderstand. It's just very, very crunchy now. Maybe if the nuts were finer, because as you can see, the nuts on this chicken are like a lot thicker maybe. I just feel like it's very nutty. It's crunchy, nutty chicken. It's good. But I like the first batch better. Isn't that surprising? When half of them fell off. It's delicious. If this was served to me like this, I would be totally happy, like, this is really good. I just feel like now that I've had it the first way where there was just some nuts and not as many, I like the first one better. That's all I'm saying. The whole plate tastes like fall. Had a blast out there just chilling, watching football. Here's what we've learned. What did we learn tonight? Okay, number one, we learned that anything like nut crusted is going to fall through the grates, obviously. I did learn that the sweet potato rounds, number one, need an extra coating halfway through of olive oil, which I did, and they take about 30 to 40 minutes depending on how thick you cut it. So those took a little longer than the chicken. I also learned that I have got to keep an eye on those pellets. I keep forgetting every time. I think maybe the last thing I'm learning is that like you can literally come up with any recipe using the ingredients you love. Like these spiced nuts, I just like Googled how to make candied nuts and I asked chat some questions and came up with like what to put in it based on the kind of nuts that I actually like. But that whole spiced nut recipe inspired this whole dinner. So it was like, if you just think outside the box a little bit, you've got this jar of spiced nuts. Yeah, you can snack on it, but I'm like, I've had a nut crusted chicken before. What if I just chop these up and put them on the grill with some barbecue sauce? And it turned out like it's delicious. I'm totally blowing myself away. I've rambled long enough. I will put this one on the website so y'all can try it too. And I have nothing else to say besides go Buckeyes, and we'll see you on the next one. Hey, so it's a different day, and you know what I completely forgot to tell you? This is the day after. So I just had the leftovers for lunch and they were amazing. 45 seconds in the microwave, taste just fine. I forgot to tell you to add goat cheese to your salad. Crumbled goat cheese. It really takes it up a notch. And so you know how those nuts came over to the salad? Now the dressing does add a little different flavor. So you're not like having the whole plate is one flavor. So the dressing does like give it something different than the chicken, but the goat cheese even takes it a step further. And I forgot to tell you guys that when I went to make it today for lunch, I saw the goat cheese and I was like, I completely forgot. And it would have looked so pretty in the picture too. So it is what it is. Sometimes you forget stuff, but that's a pretty good key ingredient if you like goat cheese, because it does have a specific flavor, but it's so like creamy and luxurious. So give it a try. Okay, see you on the next one.